All right. All right. So that was me just checking to make sure that the audio is working, and yeah, the audio is good. So, yeah, so we're just gonna get back to the schedule, but it just looks like a lot of really good stuff. Just a lot of really good information. And I'm so sorry, y'all. Again, I was trying to live stream all of this. I really wanted to, but when I went to do my live stream, I didn't realize that you had to, I guess, request access to live stream. Now, earlier when I did this, I had 23 hours. I'm literally looking at it right now. 23 hours and 56 minutes before I could live stream, and now it's closer to 22 hours. So that just lets you know that clearly I had been recording for a little minute. But yeah, so now, yeah, I guess I won't be able to actually live stream until tomorrow, like probably roughly around 5. Oh, so this is literally when I started recording, 5:52. Yeah, so like roughly 6 o'clock. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to wait to do the live stream and all that. But anyway, yeah, so back to the schedule. It seems like a lot of really good information. A lot of really good information. And then I was also just looking randomly at, I think it was here, like the featured creators. I'm really not sure who a lot of these people are because I really don't watch YouTube like that. Like, I don't watch like a whole bunch of different channels. Honestly, I kind of watched the first. I still just kind of watched the first couple people that I started watching when I first got rid of cable. Um, in what 2016, 2017, and just was kind of randomly hopping around YouTube. I didn't even really know how to navigate YouTube like that. But yeah, so it seems like they have like a pretty good mix of creators, and just like all of these different people. I really don't know them, but like I haven't actually seen any. Well, actually no, I've seen D'Angelo Wallace before. I know who that is. But like looking at a lot of these other people, I really don't know who they are. But again, that's just because I don't really watch YouTube like that. So much for the, like individual like makeup channels and stuff like that. A lot of time I'm watching like motivation videos. I'm watching stuff about like business, real estate, like how to kind of more like motivation and educational instructional videos, things like that. That's kind of what I watch. And then I do like have like my random kind of entertainment people, but I think they're probably a lot smaller than some of these people, because yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, if you're a feature creator on here, you probably have a nice, you probably got a nice following. Sorry, I'm trying to shake up my body armor to get some of that ice. Sorry. Need something to drink. Ooh, lady, didn't know you was in no ASMR, huh? But yeah, so it looks really. Oh, she looks dope. Not Microsoft. I love it. Oh, she was on one of the panels I was just watching. Mercury Stardust. Okay. She was on the LGBTQ plus panel. I didn't see her. I was kind of like looking for her, but I didn't. She must not have been featured on the other panel. Was she on a panel? No, no, no. That was another girl. But yeah, they had somebody else. But yeah, like so. I mean, this looks like yeah. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. It looks really cool. Um, I think overall the schedule it seems to be a really good like mix of information. And then of course, I'm sure that there are other things, I'm saying like boots and all of that, like that you can go to. I'm pretty sure that they have like other interactive just events in general, outside of just like sitting in discussion halls all day. They probably have a lot of other things to do. So Anyway, I'm gonna go on and jump over. So from here, I basically went back up. Y'all just crazy. I'm actually like watching the video I just did. I'm trying to kind of like re-navigate what I did. Yeah, so from here, I was basically trying to see is there any way that I could get some free material? Like, I want to kind of see what we here for. Like where am I going with all this? Like, what am I going to actually look at? Like, what am I going to see here? So I went up to tracks, found this link for live stream, and then it says here, I guess it just sort of gives you like a rundown. So the good thing is they do have free live stream. And it says tune into live stream to enjoy digital access to 4 stages during VidCon, the different expo halls. So this is more like for the discussion panels, what I was just watching. If you want to toggle between live sessions, curating your own virtual experience, feel the energy and excitement, have front row digital access to our world famous evening shows, concerts, performances, question and answer panels. Be in 2 places at once so you don't miss out. And then they just say here, like, who should check out the live stream? VidCon fans all around the world. Anyone who parent don't understand what it is and probably why you going. Attendees who will be at VidCon in person and want to watch the sessions happening at the same time. And of course, this will be me and us. Anyone who wants to get a sneak peek of what VidCon has to offer before attending in person. And to me, this is where I'm at. Yeah. Because I just want to see, like, what am I actually going to be doing? Like, what am I actually going to be looking at? Like, just give me a sneak peek of what it is. So, I saw here that they had a VidCon YouTube channel. So I went on and clicked onto this. And so this brought me to their YouTube channel. And I was kind of looking around. I'm like, all right. So it looks like as of today, Thursday, June 27th, that they do have some streaming events that they've already done. And I think these were probably streamed earlier. It looks like the trending stage is still live, but the Discover stage, yeah, it looks like they recorded that stream and have posted it. Okay, cool. Then they got industry track. All right. But yeah, like in general, I just wanted to see, hey, do they have any videos? Like, what else are they offering here? So I just happened to look in, did a quick little scroll, and it seems like these are videos from last year's VidCon because I'm noticing like VidCon Baltimore, VidCon for news. It looks like they already have a whole bunch of like discussion panels. So yeah, it seems like this must happen every year. They must record it and then post it. I guess that's what that all access is. If you buy the all access package, I think you get the virtual experience too, and you get like unlimited access to all the virtual events. So look this one, VidCon 8 and 23. Okay, so I'm wondering. So every year they must have it in Anaheim. They must do two every year. So they must do Anaheim and Baltimore. It must just be those two. Okay. But yeah, like if I have some time, I'm gonna go through some of these to see whether or not any of this, speaks to me, is it related to what I'm trying to do. Because really right now, I want to find ways personally to grow my channel, like figure out what people are, like how people want to engage, what are people interested in, what are people interested in knowing and learning. I also personally want to meet, other creators, like kind of get out of my shell a little bit more. Because again, I told you I'm like very introverted, and I think something like this would be good, for me, like just personally, and I think it would only help my page, and my channel. And, also just give exposure to y'all. Like, hey, if you have seen VidCon or, you heard about it, maybe you read about it, you're not really sure what it is, like, shoot, let's look at this thing together, so we can figure out, like, how can this benefit us? You know what I'm saying? Like, how does this look like something maybe you would want to go to? Like, I don't see a problem in it. If you have some time, I say, hey, like, maybe look through some of these videos and see, like, does any of this look like it pertains to me? Like, how could this potentially help you? But this looks really cool. Just going through some. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Looks really cool. Well, I've seen I know Patrick Star. Yes. Okay, so I do know Patrick Star. Hmm. He's huge. Jason Rodello. Again, I don't know a lot of these people. Don't judge me, but I don't know a lot of these people only because I really don't be on YouTube like that. I really be on YouTube to, shoot my videos and kind of like, shoot my content. But I definitely do click around to other people, even random videos. Like I click around to, other people's videos just see like, okay, like, hey, like, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing? Like, what are other people doing? So, all right, so we kind of looked at their video. Let's just go back to the home page. So, really quickly, yeah, it looks like they must still have some events going on at the trending stage because I see it's still live. Clearly, the discover stage, they must have stopped recording, so they're probably done with all their events. Um, and then the industry track, shoot, I didn't even click on that one the first time. Like, I may actually need to click on that one. So, let's see. Let's see which one we want to do. Um, let's go up here. Well, actually at first they were both live about an hour ago, but they're not now. So I just did a quick eeny meeny miny mo catch a tiger about. So if you let them go eeny meeny miny and mo discover stage. Great. Oh, hi. Hey. Hmm. All right. Wait. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I think I got some audio. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I told you I had already recorded some of this and I didn't realize the audio was on from the panel. Alright, cool. So I'm just going to so we're gonna do discover. Oh, hey, yay, yay. And I was just sort of clicking around just to sort of see like, okay, where are people at? Like what are we doing? What are we talking about? Trying to see if they have like any actual clip.
Because I think it's something that a lot of people can see themselves in but never have before.
Sisterhood between a bunch of creators, and it's like, hey, have you been approached by a brand? How much would I charge? Do I need a contract? How does this work? So the only way to empower ourselves is to be helping ourselves, and we've had to learn how to do it. And I don't think, honestly, I don't think I would be where I am if it had not been with so many friends and so many co-workers, so many people in the same space helping each other out.
That's amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I think sometimes it's stay in your lane.
So amazing. And I think that's what, like, one of the really cool things about content creation.
Awesome. Thank you. Ladies, I want to ask you, what are some of the most inspiring or surprising lessons that you've learned as you've kind of dove into this career path?
So let's see what they're talking about. It seems like a lot of this, well, from what I had already seen, was just discussion panels mostly. It looks like just random questions, maybe posed by. I'm not sure if this is, just something that the panelists, the hosts come up with, or fans come up with, but it looks like they just ask questions and then they go around and ask the people on the stage like what they think about specific topics. So.
I would say one lesson I learned, sorry, is that I think, especially, I feel like we've all kind of touched on it today, but it can be so easy to compare yourself to others. And it's
Mm.
really draining on your mental health.
Hmm.
And so as soon as I learned
True.
that like my journey's gonna look different than everyone else's because I'm a totally different
Mm.
person than everyone else, and really started to come to terms with that, I started having way more fun doing it, and my mental health was less affected by it.
Yes, dog. That's so real. That's so real. Cause you already know most people out here they started YouTube and stopped along the way. And I also was reading this in YouTube secrets that people stop because they can't get over, just they're super conscientious about how I look, how I sound, like, like, am I saying the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? Like, I think like we're all just such perfectionists, bro. It's like this society just makes you feel like, oh, if you mess something up or you say something wrong or you sound dumb, you know what I'm saying? Like it kind of it's that fear of like, oh, I'm not gonna get it, right the first time around. But bro, that's the beauty of it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can mess up. I was sitting here the other day, sitting there looking at my early videos, like laughing at myself, like Taco Bell. Like what, girl? Like I really was just sitting here joked out. Like what was I even recording? I don't even know. But it's just the fact that I did it. You know what I'm saying? And like this is what you do. Like you try. You know what I'm saying? Just try so you can at least like get the feel for it and know, hey, is this really something that I actually could see myself doing? Like you never know how you'll start growing in different ways by challenging yourself. I think that's a really good point that she made.
Yeah, they say comparison is the thief of joy. So
Mm.
I agree with that. I feel like something that I've learned along the way is like individuality. I've learned that I am my own person and I can always be
Sorry, I'm
my
trying
own
to break up
person
this
and
ice.
share what I like without needing the what's the word? Needing like the approval of others and needing other people to tell me who I am. So something that I've
Yes.
learned along the way is like myself. Like I've just found myself in a way, which is like really great.
I think that's such an important lesson
Yes.
to uh, share with young girls as well, because you kind of get caught up on what your friends are doing and what's cool and what's happening and the trends, and it's good to be involved in the trends and kind of but find your voice and find your individuality in that. So yeah.
For me, it would be the magic of possibility. Because if you go back 15 years, this didn't exist. Social
Yes.
media was something very, very small that, I
Wow.
mean, people that were in social media all these years back were not making money out of this. They still had a regular job or they were going to
Mm.
school planning to do something else. And now this is a career. So the
Yes.
beauty of just having the possibility, to me, it's
Mm.
one of the biggest lessons that I've learned. And going back to how this is such a competitive space, when someone around me achieves something big that you would never imagine, or you would think, oh my God, that cannot happen to me. No, it can, because that person just
Yes.
opened the possibility
The
that
dope,
something like
like,
that, it's
yes.
you can do it. You can also do it
Yes.
too. And that's something that I had never thought, how everything is possible. And if someone's done it, you can do it too.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's cool because we
That's really good.
all, like, social media is so new. We all kind of made up our jobs.
Skip a little bit.
As creators, what
Go out there can be so nerve-wracking.
Like, this is it. I teach, I love kids, and this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. I guess the mass communications and being able to either
Ah, I think I
act or
found the clip.
host and or I don't know, do something like that. I mean, that was a college dream, and it's never gonna happen. And then the internet presented itself, and I get to do exactly the same thing that once as a child thought I was gonna be able to do, just in a different format. No, I don't act and I don't host, but I do something
Yes.
that it's quite similar because I reach millions of people around the world. So dreams do come true as long as you take the opportunities that present their way in front of you. Just
Wow.
go and take it.
Wow. Just think of that.
I would say that as
It's like, just think of that for a minute. You can literally make whatever career you want to make at this point. I mean, it's all out there for you. Like social media, like she said, it wasn't here 15 years ago, but, and people literally just turn on the camera, were doing like these gritty makeup videos and stuff. And like, look how far it's gone. They have whole expos now. Like this, you have so many people migrating to social media, even if it isn't necessarily just their like primary source of income. you have people out here really doing it, like going there, like just creating whatever it is that they want to create. That's crazy. That's crazy. That really anything really is possible. A 9 to 5, you'll go to work and be like, okay, I gotta clock in every day. I'm doing the same thing. Okay, I'm being a librarian, fine. I'm being a technician, whatever. I'm working on a car, fine. But again, with social media, it's just so many possibilities. Like you could use this to pivot into any lane that you want to, any lane that you want to. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like that just to think, like she said, 15 years, like, and look at the landscape, look at how much has changed. Like, oof.
Medicine and technology is getting better. Human lifespans have we live such long lives, and you do not have to have that life figured out. You don't know.
Mm,
You don't need to know what you want to do. You don't need to know what you want to be. You just need to know that there are endless possibilities, and that
yes.
you're allowed to change your mind, and you're allowed to give yourself grace in changing your mind. And if you spend 10, 20 years doing one thing and then decide you want to do another, do the
Hmm.
other. You get one life.
Yes.
And I think everyone should follow their passions, even when their passions are constantly changing, because that's what makes you human.
Yes. Wow, that's really crazy, y'all. Because I mean, even going back to the vlog that I did last week, when I was referencing OMG Yo Ash, her page as far as like her kind of getting tired of being an influencer. She's like, yeah, I'm kind of done with this. Like, I'm gonna still do it. I think she said I'm gonna still do it like for monetary purposes, but she was just kind of over the fact that like YouTube is really oversaturated. You just have all these people out here doing it now. She felt like, it's not really anything special about it anymore. So she was like, yeah, I'm kind of, getting tired of like the influencer title, da da da. But again, I think the beauty of this is like your girl just stated, like, you really don't even have to get stuck in just one role. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure there's so much different stuff you can do. She can probably use this as leverage for like a different career. I don't know, if she wanted to go into makeup, whatever, like she could probably use this as leverage to go into a whole different career, and it's like YouTube would have literally served that purpose to like gain that audience and be like, okay, cool, I have the audience now, so hey, now let me break out into, I don't know, if I want to go like start a makeup line, hairline, whatever, cutlery line. It don't matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you literally have the power and the know-how to do that. Like once you kind of have that follower base, I feel like you really could just do just about anything. And not only that, the type of skills that you hone just from being on YouTube, the type of skills that you hone, as far as in that you sharpen, as far as learning how to communicate with people, learning how to look people in the eye. Baby, my first video, I'm over here looking all over the place. Well, okay, well, I still be looking all over the place, but I'm just looking real confused, like what do I say, what do I do? But it's like even with constant practice, because even though I have literally hours in files and files and files of video that I haven't put out or released, just doing all of that, practice makes perfect. You know what I'm saying? It's like, or let's say practice makes comfort. At least I'm so much more comfortable like talking to the camera now, because even though I didn't drop all that footage, it's like I've done it. You know what I'm saying? Like I've literally done it for years. I've literally been making like videos here and there with my car, this and that, for years. You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't dropped it. I haven't dropped all of it, but I've done it. You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, you go to my Instagram, you see my photo shoots, like those are um, self taken photo shoots. I do them all myself. Like I do my shoots with my car, with myself, just with all the different mediums. Like I do those myself. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bruh, you'll be amazed at like how, just at how this digital landscape can just help you in so many different aspects and, areas of your life, to where you really get so many invaluable skills from this, like even just from trying YouTube. Even if you probably don't want to become, like this big creator with no 100 million views and like I gotta have 200 million subscribers. Like everybody don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like some people just want to make their videos because they like making videos, or kind of like where I'm at with it. It's like, bro, I have a job, like, I have passive income. Yeah, like I'm kind of straight on the money. You know what I'm saying? Like a couple years ago when I was starting, um, I was kind of getting there. I was just getting started, but it's like these days I'm kind of straight on the money. You know what I'm saying? Like because I work, like, I work my jobs, like, I put up my money, like I do what I need to do on the side, to where when I do this, I don't have to be like, worried about, oh shit, oh my money count video only got 80 views. That's not gonna pay the rent. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to be stressed over it. Like you can just do it for fun. But I love that. What, especially like what these two here on the left have said, like, yo, you can really, the potential is limitless. What she said, the potential is basically limitless, and then she's basically saying like, even if you were to get tired of YouTube or grow wary of doing it, if you have burnout, whatever, you just feel like changing your career, that you can do it at any time. I love that.
Thank you. I think that's great, actually. Being able to pivot and shift is so important, and your passions may change.
Yeah, and you're allowed to give up. I
Yeah.
think a lot of people say, don't ever give up. But if something's not bringing you joy,
Hmm.
you are allowed to quit.
Yeah. Allowed to quit, allowed to take a break, allowed to change.
Yes.
All of those things can happen, and you can still be incredibly successful and fulfilled and happy. Okay, we can't leave here without knowing.
Can I say
Oh,
mine?
yes, please.
Okay, I was just gonna say to just stay true to yourself.
Yes.
Just being a person of color and being a POC creator, it's like sometimes I get lost in like content creation and I kind of lose myself. But I would say always stay true to yourself and just know who you are, and you are genuinely your own person.
Staying true to yourself is so incredibly important, and I think that also brings authenticity to what you do in your career, and how you kind of resonate with others, and being authentic, I think, is one of the most important things in content creation, in my opinion. Okay, we can't leave without knowing who you're inspired by. Who are your women in your life that inspire you, either in your life or in the world somewhere out there? You may not know them personally, but who inspires you? Who gives you direction? Who brings you joy? Give me those ladies, because I'd like some additional inspiration.
I mean, I think mine would really be my mom. I think she really keeps me grounded, and she is always there for me to help me talk out any problem that arises. And I think just growing up with such a strong support system from her has really made me the person I am today.
Moms are the best, aren't they?
I have to say same. It's my mom. I mean, to begin with, I started to do makeup because of her. And now to be able to share this at this scale is
All right,
beautiful.
so we're
And
just
she
going through. Trying to see. Let's see, there was like another couple. I think I went back to the beginning and just kind
Friends
of
went through.
skip through. Yeah, so it looks like they just have, just a lot of random discussion panels. I don't know, these people had seemed kind of big. I had clicked on theirs. I didn't know who they were, but I think this was a couple that was together like for a long time or something. I want to say maybe like 15 or so years or 12 years or whatever. Again, I don't want to click on it, but
Okay.
okay, here we go. Here go some good pictures. Yeah, so
Hello,
I
VidCon!
didn't know who this was. I think her name. How you spell this?
How are you all today? It's absolutely wonderful to see so many lovely faces here. Speaking of lovely faces, I'd like to introduce someone who is very special to me. His name is Jason or Aaron. Hello.
Hi, babe.
Yeah, so I kind of Googled them.
So we're gonna go ahead and have a seat here. So,
I Googled them and saw
wanted to
that they
talk to you
were
guys today
together.
about some very special things.
So I think
Not only that,
they
but
were
talking
together like
about
super long, like 12 or 13 years, something like that. I pulled up one of their older videos to see exactly who they were. But yeah, there's some YouTubers that have been together for, I don't know, maybe like 12 years. I think they said like since 2010, 2011, 2012, something like that. Um, yeah, I don't know exactly what their channel is about, but
quite a few firsts, especially, I don't know
yeah,
why I feel like
I was just kind of jumping around, just looking at different streams and stuff. I mean, different panels. And I noticed they have so many commercials. Like, look at all these commercials, bro. Oh, let's see. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna stop on this one. Yeah, so this was Discover stage. Then after this, I think I had went to the trending stage to see what was going on there. So let's just jump on trending stage.
Jake from State Farm. I feel like I'm the only person on the planet who still plays which is bird.
Alright, here we go with the commercials. But let me try, while this is playing, I'm gonna try to find the clips from the other one, from the other discussion panel that I had kind of did a little bit of review on. So let me see if I could find that time marker to see like when that video, when I started kind of playing the video. But just watch this commercial.
Oh, you think so? Guess who edits the Witchy Wiki?
Your mystical khakis 15?
Yeah, that's me. Hey, whatever game you play, State Farm supports you. And we're not the only ones.
Nice.
Let's see.
Anybody?
Get everything that we go through.
Okay, so this one, I think this one was the comedians, like the people that are the, online comedians. They probably do pranks and stuff or do like funny TikToks. I think they had talked a little bit about, what got them started in the comedy arena.
Because no one sees it when we're working behind those curtains. So yeah, that's me. Nice to meet y'all.
Thank creators. Thanks, Charlotte. Okay, I have a few questions here. We're gonna ask them, but if we veer off course, I think that's fine too. First question: does everyone on stage remember the first joke they ever told, and how did getting those laughs impact you and inspire you to make a career out of it?
Good question, Steven.
Thank you.
I think my first ever joke is actually me having a mental breakdown at work in a hospital. And I just remember, I don't know why I set up my phone in the medication room where I was working, but it was just a hard shift for me, and I was just crying. And that was the first ever video that accidentally got posted on TikTok. And the next day, my family members was like, have you seen your video on the internet? And I'm like, what video guys are you talking about? They're like, you posted a video of you crying, and it went viral. And then that's, I think, the first joke. Me going through some things.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
My first joke was my mom. Whenever we would get into arguments, it felt like she didn't understand. Like what I was telling her wasn't what she was hearing. So it would be what I'd say to my mom, like, "Hey, mom, I want to go out with my friends," and what my mom would hear was, "I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna get arrested and I'm never coming home." And that was like my first joke and my first series that ever went viral on TikTok.
All right, so
I
yeah, I
just
think we
love
could
that
kind
about
of skip around a little bit. Trying to find a panel that I had. I think it was this one. Yeah, here we go. They had a pretty good question on here. I may not be able to find the exact marker where it was, but let me see if I can find it. Yeah, but I mean, as
put
you can
upon
see, the
us, but
panels, these panels seem pretty good, depending on whatever the topics they're discussing. It seems like the creators are just giving you like just open, honest content as far as how they got started. Like it seems like what motivates them, like why did they do this, how to stay inspired to do YouTube. Just maybe different questions and arenas that maybe we haven't thought about. So let's get into it.
I take that with great pride because I always think of
First representation I saw was in Degrassi when I was in middle school. I remember a character, I think her name was Alex, and she was in a relationship with a girl, and I thought she was so cool. I just wanted to be like her, and like looking back, I don't really remember if that was maybe the best kind of character to look up to. But now, as time has gone on, there's just so many different forms of representation. You can find
Yes.
inspiration in a lot of different characters and a lot of different people.
Um, I'm curious too. I mean, I'm thinking about your fans in the comments section, and they're also seeing all of this. So I'm curious about how you interact with your community and kind of, I don't know, if there's hate, support them through it. I don't know. What's your advice for people in the audience that might be considering trying to do this themselves?
I think this may have been it.
be yourself. Like make videos and express your core and individuality. I think that like trying to not copy, but try to like fall into someone's niche, or like you can obviously have inspirations, but I think like
That's real.
every nugget of what people want to see is usually your own individual uniqueness. Something that
Yes.
you bring to the table that
That's
can only
real.
be brought
I like
by
that answer.
yourself.
Don't rush. Don't rush. Don't burn yourself out because you're not going to be making great content if you are constantly burnt out by the reaction, burnt out by the work. You make the best content when you're living your best life and you're the
Yes.
happiest you.
I love
And that
that.
sometimes means you're not filming those moments.
I know that's right. You know what? I could really tell you like that is so true. Because sometimes, bro, it's like we have to look. You have to be out here living real life. I mean, sometimes I don't know how creators do it because the fact that they drop every day, some people out here dropping every single day. Like I mentioned in a blog before, I watch Abba and Preach, and I remember I was saying like, yo, during the pandemic, they were dropping videos every day, sometimes like 2, 3 times a day, I believe. And now he's like, yeah, we may drop like 2 or 3 times a week, but he was like, I'm just getting so burnt out over this that it wasn't even fun anymore. Like, yeah, they were scaling the chart, scaling the numbers, but he was like, at some point, it all kind of levels off. Like, whether you have 2 million, 3 million, it is what it is. He was like, at some point, it'll just all just level off. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, so I think that you have to have fun. Like, you have to find purpose in what you do. And sometimes like overworking yourself, and I mean that goes really with anything, whether it's a regular job, YouTube, or whatever. You still kind of have to see the purpose in doing it. Like, because I feel like when you don't see the purpose anymore, that's probably when you're starting to bore of it. And you're like, oh, now I need to find something else. But yeah, like, definitely engage in activities that hold, your passion, that you're passionate about and that you actually care about. That was a really good that was actually two really good points that they just made.
I would also say, bouncing off of what both of you said, just like
Exactly.
finding what you're passionate about. If you're passionate about something and you
Exactly.
even think it's like the weirdest thing ever, that will probably do better.
Yes.
People like weird
Yes.
stuff. There's a lot of people out there, and you'll find your community.
Yes.
Also, to just know when to turn your phone off and realize that there's like life happening outside of just what you
Yes.
see on the internet, the comments, the things people have to say.
Well, I'm telling you, you should be more. I feel like this should be so secondary. live your life first. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, the reason I have a whole bunch of footage but never took the time to post it and put it on my channel is because, baby, I've been out here living life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been out here working, I've been out here kicking it with family, friends, whatever, doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been out here living life. And it's like, yeah, like, I totally agree with what all the panelists are saying, which is like you shouldn't make this or make your life just revolve around YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, do it because you're having fun. Do it because you're passionate about it. This is what you like to do.
And you'll also be able to draw so much more inspiration for what you want to create in your
Yes.
videos online if you're actually experiencing. Don't focus too much on comparing yourself to other people, comparing yourself to other content creators.
Right.
We're all just doing our own thing the way that we can separately
Yes.
and together. So just find the thing that makes you feel like you're being your most authentic self. And
Pride Month. Enjoy
happy
VidCon.
Pride.
Happy Pride,
Have a good one,
everybody!
guys.
Now, there was another really good point. I couldn't find it though. I was trying to find that clip because she had made a really, really, really good point. Um, but I can't
Put
seem to
upon
find
us,
it.
but I take that with great pride because I always think about
So you might have like expectations of, being a representative of the community.
Everything here.
Well, I couldn't seem to find it, but that was all really good points that they all made. It was super, really good. Yeah, it's like I
Good
noticed they
neighbor.
don't really show too many clips of like what actually goes on. It's like you'll see these little snippets, but it's so hard to catch them. It's just commercials. It's like a lot of commercials, but like I'm kind of just trying to like catch the little clips and the little bitty snippets. Like, I know I didn't. Oh, and I clicked right on it. Okay, well, anyway, so I'm gonna go to this last one. It was somewhere around here. Here we go. Yeah, this one, they had some pretty good questions. And again, we're just kind of watching a couple of minutes, just to sort of get the feel of some of these panels. But as you can see, like, even just from watching this, I'm already engaged with this. Like, I'm actually kind of enjoying these panels. So I can only imagine that being there in person, it's probably even better. It's probably like even better to listen to it in person. Yeah, it's gotta be. Wait, you know what? Oh, wait, I forgot. I had already recorded. Let me see if I can just catch some of the audio from the previous panelists. Let me see if I can play some of the audio for you just so you can hear what the question was because I couldn't seem to find it again, but let me just play the audio.
Really short, like 5 second videos do really well. It's not really a thing anymore. But last year during Pride was like the last time that I did that series because I all of a sudden got flooded with hate comments and like because of the wrong side of the algorithm. I don't know if it was because of it. Like you were saying, like when you see it. It's like it's weird how slippery slope that is. Like sometimes I'll respond to a negative comment, and then that will then just turn into an avalanche. So I always refer to my voice on the internet as like a shotgun blast rather than like a bulletin board. Like I want my ideas to be a bulletin board for thoughts and expression, but in reality, whenever I say something, that's gonna, depending on how I say it or how I present that against a troll, can turn into a shotgun blast, and I can hurt people inadvertently and be.
Okay, I think that was the clip that I wanted to play. Yeah, she had just touched upon, just basically being careful with things that you put out online. And even in like reviewing some of my older videos, I'll just sit and just watch them laughing or whatever. Like, girl, what you was doing? Like, just laughing at stuff. But I've always kind of tried to make sure to not say anything like offensive or, anything that would, intentionally harm somebody because, right now I'm only at what, 11 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? But even then, like, even with these 11 people that are subscribed to my channel, even people that just come across my channel, they might just watch a video once. You know what I'm saying? And something that you say can really stick with somebody, like, for the rest of their life. So you really have to kind of be careful. Yeah, I really just want to bring up that point. Like, you really have to be careful, like, how you go about presenting yourself on YouTube, on all of these streaming platforms, actually, because, like, even right now, there's certain arenas out there, like, that are just getting taken down, like a lot of people getting demonetized, well, I'm not going to talk about certain groups or whatever, but certain communities are out here, that are dropping very oppressive, very offensive material, and those people are getting demonetized. Now those people having to go to Patreon or start all these random channels and hosting all these like different events trying to make money, struggling. But they had a big platform, they had like a huge platform at one point. Like, you definitely have to be very careful because I'm so much more cognizant now of what I drop, like, on my video, just things that I say on my video, like, because I don't ever want it to be like, a misinterpretation of who I am, or um or even just poor judgment in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Because you just don't know how it affects people, bro. People's mental health is so important. Like, it, and once you become, I feel like once you just reach a certain level of I guess exposure, it's like you get a whole bunch of responsibility that comes with that. Like your boy Uncle Ben told Peter Parker, okay? It's like, look, with great power comes great responsibility. But I feel like whether I have 11 subscribers or 11 million subscribers, like, it doesn't matter. Like, whoever is watching your channel, shouldn't be offended. They shouldn't have to turn it off feeling like guilty or shamed about something. Everybody out here is entitled to their own opinion, how they feel about this, that, and the third. But, we could all be respectful, bro. Like, it should be nothing but love out here. And if somebody does have something constructive to say, it's always about in the way that you say it. It's how you go about it's your delivery, really. It's all about delivery these days, but I digress.
All of that content that everyone's creating needs to.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna jump back to this panelist and kind of start wrapping this up because this will literally be going on, what, 3 hours that I've been shooting. Even though we only got the last maybe hour and a half. The first hour and a half I wasn't recording my audio, so I'm getting a little tired and I kind of wanted to go swim tonight. So I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna do like this last click of this panel. But so far, like, tell me what y'all think. Does VidCon seem like something you would want to attend? Make sure, I literally scheduled that poll perfectly. I scheduled a poll for 9:30. The Lord must have just knew my ass was gonna not press that audio button, and He was like, you know what, my child, let me just have you schedule that thing about 3-4 hours from now, because yeah, you a novice and you gonna need that time. So He already knew. See what I'm saying? It was already planned.
To be edited. And so the demand has just gone astronomically huge. So scales that none of us were able to predict. So
Other videos recently where Thomas goes to Afghanistan. It's a 50-minute video.
I mentioned this in our last talk, but everyone should go look up the folding lady on TikTok and YouTube. She folds clothes.
Stop.
That's all she does, but it's
what?
It is fantastic. She packs clothes in different drawers and suitcases.
Shut up.
Again, that's all. That's all it is. But it's very niche. No one else watches that in here.
Like,
that's concerning. I mean, after today, people.
Oh, you do. You've seen her.
I feel like with how much you bring up the folding lady, like you have a brand. This is like a brand deal with the folding lady. Like she paid.
Not the folding lady, bro. But that's crazy. How literally anything out here could really be your niche. Like, It's crazy how they were talking about that earlier, like finding your niche. And then we even saw on a schedule, a specific discussion panel about finding your niche. Really these days almost anything could be a niche. Like you could create something that hasn't been done before. You just have to think outside the box and just be true to yourself. Like a lot of panelists have alluded to, authenticity, I think a lot of time breeds creativity. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is. And like one of the previous panelists said, like, yeah, we all take influence from people, we all take this, that, and the third. But as far as you, each one of us are individually special. Each one of us, we all have our own individual, unique set of talent. So it's like, bro, just think about, if you are a creator, like think about what it is that you like to do. You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm about to start, well, can't drop too much, but I'm about to start like another channel. And I think I mentioned that already before, but literally for something else separate than just, like my general vlogs and stuff. But it actually was something that I'm very, interested in and have been working on over the years. So it's like, yo, like just figure out whatever it is that you like, because I promise you there's enough people out here that will stand with you. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you just have to come across different things to even know that you like it. um like the folding, like I never heard of this person, but again, I mean, I'm not really a social media person like that, but the folding lady, I never even heard of it, and apparently she has this crazy following. Like I remember when ASMR kind of started coming around, people like, bro, what these people with these weird ass mics talking all in the mic. But when you listen to it, when you just watch the videos, it's so calming, it's so relaxing, it's like, it's very connective. Like, it's so different. Like it's so, especially in the beginning, like, you have everybody doing ASMR now, but not even just with the food, bro. I could sit here all night and literally watch videos with somebody combing their hair, like just doing, oh my God, I love the scalp washes, like just the sounds of like cleaning somebody's scalp, like rubbing, their hair, like getting the shampoo in there. Then they have this dude, dog, he like braids, like, well, he does like all kind of different like hairstyles on mannequins. Like then he'll do his wife sometime, her hair. It's just bro, you just have to just dig deep, dig deep and just be yourself. Like, and that's anything in this world, not even just social media. um Centric. You know what I'm saying? It could be anything in this world. Just continue to be yourself, man, because there's only one you. All of us are so unique. All of us are so unique. And I know there's probably so many people out here like, oh, somebody already doing, oh, they look like me, or oh, I don't want to look like them. Trust me, you're not. Like, you're not gonna look like them because you're yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be you, you can't be me. So at the end of the day, like, I think if you walk into it with that kind of confidence, like that's when you'll really end up being successful.
Need you to bring her up in
Yes.
every single talk.
I mean, Samir, you said that my viewing habits is concerning.
But let's do it
Best.
better.
That's right.
Maybe even you
Editing. We can do one more. Let's do it.
in 14 seconds. Let's do it.
Long as whenever your deadline is.
So for me, when I freelance with creators now, one of the biggest questions I ask is, what is your editing style? What is your editing language? And so I maybe even you even did it in your guys, like.
Thank you. Turning on the sound. And does it evoke an emotion?
I mean, after today, people.
Oh, you do.
So this must be like the
Correct.
panel about
The
editing.
Mr. Beast wilderness video
Oh,
where
here we
people were.
go. I like this point that they had made. They had a really good question. I'll let it play for about a minute or so. If it stops buffering. Okay, for whatever reason, it's still buffering, so I don't know. Here we go. I think.
Yeah, I mean, I actually find those to be.
What's up, everybody?
Introduce me.
What is up, VidCon?
Wow, that's a good crowd.
That's a great crowd. Can we? I can't.
I don't know why it's buffering. Okay, so clearly it's buffering. Alright, I'm about to end this here.
If you don't know them,
it was a really good point they made about video editing that I kind of just wanted to review, but it's buffering, so I don't know. It's raining over here too, so that's probably why it's cutting up like this.
need an editor.
And it's still true. It's absolutely crazy. I think with the fact that, of course, it is still the most on-demand job. I think everyone in this next generation, what do they want to be? They want to be a creator. It's like how I would interpret footage compared to who I'm working with. One of the best examples always would be if, with one of my old clients, Logan Paul, if he did like some big silly stunt, and he does a dirt bike, he drives a dirt bike off a giant ramp. What do? I, as an editor, as an artist, what will happen if I put Beethoven underneath that? Whereas another editor might put maybe trap, hip-hop music underneath that.
Yeah.
And that's simply not as interesting. That personality and character that I, as an artist, as an editor, am putting in, adds towards what was Logan's brand at that time. And so back to the root of your question, the show is again celebrating those artists that probably never really, maybe even realized they were artists, and we kind of get to celebrate them. I think editors are inherently insecure, and so one part of it is also kind of affirming that they are doing a great job.
Yeah, I remember for me as a huge fan of Casey Neistat, he was so proud of his editing, and it was so integral to all of his videos. Like you were very aware of the fact that he was editing. And a lot of the best creators, like even Emma Chamberlain, right? Like she'll pull out from one of her videos and like, at least in her old school videos, and she would show you editing, right? And she would like add commentary. And there's a lot of pride in being an editor. And I kind of had this realization that like in the creator space, editors are like the new rock stars. Like if you have this skill set where you can edit and you can tell a story, you can find your own community and people like you. Like you can spread a message. And I just found that to be like very empowering, that in this industry, if you understand this skill, like a whole world can open up for you. Like even if you're someone who's shy or you're introverted, if you know how to do this, you can reach people and tell your story.
Did we not just say that? Did we not just say that about how even embarking upon YouTube will help you sharpen so many new skills? And I'm telling you, the first time I watched this discussion panel, I did not come across this question. I actually was looking for a different question that they had talked about. But that's crazy that he said that. Like, you don't even realize how, just how invaluable again these skills can become, and how you can use those in other aspects of your life. That's big facts.
Well, the best thing is, my best response to that is that I've always wanted to be a filmmaker in all of the aspects. I originally wanted to be a director, or originally wanted to be a writer, trying to be a cinematographer. And then, cause that was me trying to find out where I want to be as an artist. And then I then fell in love with the editing aspect of it, because this is where I was able to find my expression. And especially with the expanding community aspect, I think so many more people are finding that you really, really can make the best version of your content in the editing. And I think and so I think so many more people are having that same path where they're trying all of the aspects of creating, and then they come into the editing part and went, this is the most fun. And also with a lot of creators finding out that they don't like being in front of the camera, or they don't like being the CEO, or they don't like trying to manage people. It's like, great, well, why don't I then work for this creator, and then therefore my only job is for me to just be an artist and be an editor for that creator. They do all the hard work and then I get all the fun.
So I want to give a little bit of rundown of how we're going to do this. We're going to chat a bit up here. We're also going to leave some time for questions from all of you.
Who's leaving?
It's a match cut to the mall empty.
Story bloody telling. Brilliant.
Then it
felt it. Like with Ryan Trahan posting a 40-minute video. I didn't watch it on my phone. No, I put it on television. Jimmy posted his 40-minute video. Still, I feel.
Okay. Now, how many people are like me and watching Netflix?
A lot of validation.
It's a match cut to the mall empty.
Story bloody telling. Brilliant.
And then it clicks on, and it's like 24 hours earlier, and it's just this amazing moment that I remember when Colin made that cut, and I was like, I don't know. Editing is like a sport in our office where like we'll crowd around the computer and watch people make an edit, or if someone has a good edit, we'll all watch it and like cheer and get really excited. I find that to be one of the best parts of being a creator. I have a quick question for the crowd. How many people watch YouTube on your TV? Wow,
nice.
that's a good amount of people. How many people watch YouTube on your phone? Okay, it's a lot more people.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I used to watch YouTube on my TV only because I had a TV in my bedroom. I didn't used to keep one in my bedroom, but I had one in my bedroom. But the reason I stopped watching it on the TV was because the TV had went out. For whatever reason, I think my Fire Stick went out. So yeah, because it wasn't a smart TV. I was using a Fire Stick. But yeah, like whenever I would get off work, like I would literally watch YouTube or Netflix like it was regular television. You know what I'm saying? I think once a lot of people started making the shift from cable, it's just like when people would go rush home to be like, oh girl, I gotta watch my show. Like before streaming and all of this took place, like years ago, like about maybe 5 to 10 years ago, people would literally rush home after work to go watch their television series, like whatever show was coming on that night for the season. Yeah, people are rushing home to go see that. But now, people basically turn YouTube and Netflix on, Hulu or whatever, like they would regular, cable TV. So yeah, like the fact that a lot of people still watch it on the TV that's not really weird to me, but I think a lot more people definitely watch it on the phone, especially like the younger generation. Like in a minute, he's about to mention tablets, because I already saw it. But in a minute he's about to be like, oh yeah, tablets, like iPads, like especially like for the younger, like the little Gen Alphas out there, like yeah, they probably do everything on the tablet by now. They probably don't even watch stuff on the phone. Everything's probably just on a tablet. But yeah, I think it's probably more people that do watch on the phone or a tablet or something like that, but you definitely still have a lot of people that watch it on an actual TV. Yeah. Because, I mean, streaming has basically replaced, cable TV, just TV in general.
iPad or like tablet? Yeah, iPad. Okay. Now, okay, how many people are like me and watch Netflix on their phone?
I think that's.
Oh, that would be me as well. But that's really only because I work. Well, I work 7 days a week, but, the 1, 2, 3 days that overlap, I'm literally working almost 20-hour days. So yeah, if I'm at work in a booth at night, baby, I don't have a TV with me. I don't have a tablet. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally just had this phone. So I'll be watching stuff. I'll be watching a lot of Netflix on my phone if I'm, watching movies and stuff. So I would agree with that.
Wow, those are my people. Those are my people. I like that. But with that, with what we just saw, YouTube being watched on connected TV is a very interesting kind of new world that we're in. And we're starting to see, like, I don't know if you guys have noticed how long Ryan Trahan's videos are getting now, right? They're like 22 to 26, 30-minute longs. Mr. Beast videos are getting long. Michelle Carre videos are long. We obviously make long-form podcasts, so all of our videos on Editing Podcasts and Colin and Smear are long videos. And those people, like 28% of our audience watches our videos on TVs, and they for an average of 42 minutes.
Yeah, wow.
That's like really long
That's a lot.
watch times on televisions.
That really is long watch times. But I think that, and I'm really not sure if it's because the metrics have changed. Like, I don't know if to keep like a consistent paycheck, if you have to have so many views, or is it the watch hours that becomes important in the compensation calculation? It's like, how do they do that? Like, once you have 1,000 subscribers, is how much you make off of a video based on the views, or is it based off how many hours of watch time? I mean, because that would make a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? That people are making longer videos so that they have more hours of watch time. But then I don't know. Sometimes I also get confused because it's like you have all these YouTube shorts popping up, TikToks, things that are under 60 seconds that, and I was reading like you have to have like tens of millions of views on shorts to make the same type of money that you would on like long form, YouTube video. So I mean, I don't really know how lucrative that is. I guess if you just happen to have a very viral short, maybe you could do well. But hey, if anybody knows the answer to that question, like, do you feel like videos are getting longer because the compensation is based upon having more hours of watch time? Is that what it is? Like, is that why people are making longer videos? Or I mean, I'm assuming that's what it has to be. That's what it has to be. Unless it's just easier to do, just a bulk video in one sitting. But even then, I feel like it still kind of all rolls up to the hours of watch time. Because if it was views, if the views counted as much, I feel like people would just be trying to make 2, 3 minute videos and just posting video after video after video. I consider posting video of me drinking some water and call that a video. Or me, I would just take a hour long video like this video. I think the first part was 20 minutes, and this is now an hour and 4 or 5 minutes or something like that, 8 minutes. So yeah, this is almost like an hour and a half video, like the first time when I recorded it. But this is almost an hour and a half video just in itself, in 2 parts. So it's like, what is this? Like, what I'm saying? Like, that's gotta be a thing. Maybe that's really why people are doing longer videos, because it probably some way, shape, or form has some sort of effect on how much they get paid. So I'm thinking. But let me know what you think in the comments.
How, as an editor, do you think about keeping someone's attention, like, for that amount of time when you're also competing with another question for the crowd? If you're watching YouTube on your TV, how many of you have your phone out and you're scrolling something else? Okay, nobody.
I do that a lot. I'm not doing it right now though, but because I'm actually interested in what they're saying. But I do that a lot. Do you do? I know y'all do that. Yeah. We all do it at times.
Who wants to admit it?
Yeah,
I know you do. I know you do. Let's not get shamed.
He said, I know you do.
Here, okay, we all do it. We're all scrolling our phone watching TV.
Okay, well, it's good.
That's
It's good.
funny.
There's proof that maybe that's not as true or as we were scared of it being.
No, everyone's just ashamed.
Yeah, everyone's doing it.
That would be unanimous.
So I've been noticing this shift as well. And my interpretation is this. Let's say 2, 3, 4 years ago, a lot of what we were making was still quite rough. It wasn't great. Like it was still good for YouTube at that time period, but it wasn't worthy enough to be put on the television. It was only worthy enough to be watching on our phones while we're on the toilet. Yeah, you guys call it the toilet. It's like it's
The
worth
loo.
the loo. And I think, and so that was the best. That was where it was deserved to be. But now that all of us as creators have now become significantly better filmmakers and much better storytellers, when we start watching something on our phone, well, for me personally, I go, this is too good. This cannot be on my phone, and I will send it to my TV and I'll watch it on my television. Or what I have now started doing is I don't watch YouTube videos at all week. And then on every Saturday morning, as I used to do watching Saturday morning cartoons, I now watch YouTube every Saturday morning.
Yeah, it's like people have literally replaced YouTube with regular television. Yeah. And that's crazy that he says 2, 3 years ago that he feels like it was really rough. Cause, well, that makes me feel way better about the little videos I dropped. But I don't know. I feel like honestly, at the height of the pandemic, people was probably or should have, in my opinion, been making their best work. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody was at home, like editing and doing all that stuff. But I don't know. Let me know what you think. Do you think it's better now? Do you think videos are better now? Um, or, do you think it was kind of consistent like from 2, 3 years ago?
And I think what it is because we have just simply gotten better, that it now feels worthy of being on the television. And I don't think many audiences have kind of become aware of that shift. But I think we've probably definitely felt it. Like with Ryan Trahan posting a 40-minute video, I didn't watch it on my phone. No, I put it on television. Jimmy posted his 40-minute video. Still, I think one of my favorite videos of this year. I put that on the television.
Which one?
The one. It was the 1 versus 100, and it was 40 minutes long.
That was good.
And he treated it as like a pilot to his Amazon Prime show.
Yeah.
It was like I had such a great.
Wow, like see, I mean, but no wonder he made a great video because if he has an Amazon Prime show, again, he's pivoting into another arena. He's like, hey, I'm going to show people what I can do with this editing. So now, I'm getting TV deals now, streaming deals. Like, see, that's how you do it. Yes, that's how you do it. That's how you do it, bro. You hone your skills on here and you just never know where it's going to take you from there. But, yeah, so I don't want this video to be too long because actually before when I was, reviewing it, I had covered a couple other things. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go in and wrap it up here. And this was a really fun video to do. If y'all have any time, just make sure to go to the VidCon.com/Anaheim, their website. It has all the information about this year's VidCon in Anaheim. And again, like, bro, it's 9:01. I can't, dog. I literally scheduled that poll for the perfect time. Yo, take the poll. Like, let me know what you think. Is VidCon Baltimore worth it? You know what I'm saying? I'll go so you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, but to me, it seems like this is just a plethora of helpful, really great insider information. Something like this probably would have taken, I don't know, maybe 60 plus hours of video streaming at night at work, trying to stay awake, trying to stay up. But if you get all of this information just jam packed in 2, 3 days, bruh, this is gold. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're actually out here serious about it, really trying to work toward, like, growing your page, scaling your audience. Like, to me, so far, it seems like all of this is nothing but a win-win. I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for. Okay, let's see how much longer till my. Bro, 20 hours and 50 minutes still. So damn, I've really been doing this. Yo, I've really been on here for like 4 hours now. Or like 3.5 hours. But I did it so you don't have to. So so let me know, did y'all enjoy this, unfortunately, we couldn't do the live stream, but did y'all enjoy this video? Make sure to watch both parts. Comment, like, subscribe. Just let me know what y'all think. Is Baltimore looking like a big yes or a big nah? Did y'all learn anything from this video? Are you yourself interested in going to VidCon? Um, just let me know your general comments. Like, I hope you all enjoyed this. Make sure to again check out their. Oh, and you know what? I almost forgot. Since we're here, let me go ahead and give them a big like, guys. And I'm gonna go on. Okay, yeah. Well, actually, I was already subscribed from before because I told you I already recorded this. But yeah, I had already subscribed, and to me, it just seems like really, really, really good information. Really good information that I would love to see in person. And again, I think the biggest takeaway for me is going to be like meeting other creators, and just really getting out there, pushing myself to get out there. So, let me know what y'all think. Make sure to answer the poll if you have any time. Leave me a comment down below. Anything is there anything, any highlights in the video that you really enjoyed? If y'all want me to go over a couple more panels, or just play a little bit more from the panels, let me know. I could probably do, a quick third video, maybe 20 minutes or so, playing a little bit more of the panel. Or if there's one in specific that you like, just let me know the timestamp and I can try to find it for you. But I think I'm gonna go on and wrap this video up, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. I did VidCon, I streamed VidCon, so you didn't have to. Again, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate y'all so much and keep supporting the channel. Thank you. Have a good night.